And 3 and 2 and 1 and let's go. Hello everybody. Hello. Welcome back to the stream. My name is Racer. I'm the sleepiest wolf VTuber in the world. Extra sleepy today. Today is going to be a short stream, unfortunately. My brain is properly cooked and fried and burned to a crisp after this week of work. Nothing bad has happened, nothing to worry about. I'm just very tired. So this is going to be a little shorter stream, unfortunately. I was actually thinking of not streaming at all, but I really felt like doing it. I really enjoy streaming, and I always miss it when I don't do it, so I did really want to stream. Hello, Tea Time. Hi. Hope you're having a nice day. Hope you're having a nice Friday. Hope everyone's having a nice Friday. I'm having a nice Friday. I watched Richter earlier play Expedition 33. Was watching him for a bit. I lay down and rested. I ate a pizza, ate ice cream. If I'm not falling asleep right after the stream, I'm gonna go for a little jog. It's good that tomatoes are outside enjoying some sunshine. Oh, your children are getting some sun. They're getting some vitamin C. Also, I just realized I'm not like entirely centered on the screen. I had some mild like issues with not showing up on stream right before the stream, so I had to like move myself around a little bit to test things. There we go. I think that's better. Getting a little annoyed at not being the center of attention here. I have to remember to bring them in before it cools down. Can't forget to pick up the kids. Exactly. Don't leave your kids out in the cold and rain over the night. I don't know what temperatures we'll get tonight, but it's still pretty cold during the nights, I think. So I'm just gonna move this a little bit too. There we go. You can also do a little extra. Get a little extra motion in the background there. Beautiful night sky. The plan is to play some more Silent Hill F. I know the Twitch stream said Resident Evil Requiem, and I changed it just like now, just like a minute, just before I started. Or rather, just before I started talking. So I forgot to change that, but now it's changed. It should be Silent Hill F. That's what the plan is to play. This game has been really messed up. The story is really messed up. It's very dealing with some really dark and gruesome stuff, which is also part of the reason why I was thinking about not playing it today. It's because I wasn't sure if I was ready for that. But on the other hand, I'm also really eager to see where the story is going. I really want to see how this ends. I've been having a very mixed time in terms of the gameplay. The combat has not been clicking for me for most of it. There were some parts where I thought it was kind of cool, and then there were some parts where I felt like it was mostly just clunky and kind of in the way, you know? Which I did not feel that way about Silent Hill 2. In Silent Hill 2 Remake, the combat was... I enjoyed the combat in the game, even though I know some people felt like there were too many enemies and it was too much combat. I didn't really feel that way about that one, but this one I do. I do feel like it's too much, and the issue isn't really, for me, the amount of combat. It's more just that it doesn't feel great to play, in my humble opinion. But I'm very interested in the story. I really like the atmosphere and the you know, the world that we're in, which is just, I mean, it's just Japan, but with some extra supernatural horror stuff. It's very Silent Hill. I think so, yeah. I'm very new to being a Silent Hill fan. This is the second Silent Hill game I ever play. There's this old joke about... Well, I'm not sure if it's that old at this point. There's this joke about Silent Hill 2 fans that, like, oh, lifelong Silent Hill 2 fan, very excited to finally play the game for the first time. You know, it's the kind of game... Those kind of games, Silent Hill series is kind of those games that people hear about in video essays and reviews, and people talk about them being like great, you know, horror masterpieces, but no one ever plays them. And I've definitely heard a lot about Silent Hill before I ever got into playing them, so I can't really say that much about exactly how Silent Hill this is, but from first-hand knowledge. But it really feels like it's dealing with some trauma and some fears in a sort of supernaturally, thematically appropriate way. Thematically appropriate horror is how I would describe it. It seems to be. I talked about that in my last stream, but it seems to be tapping into a lot of fears about marriage, about you know, growing up in general, and some social insecurities about like your friends hating you and your standing in your community and how people look at you, and yeah, something like that. Yeah, so it's cool. It's cool. I also got hold of a crowbar, so I'm hoping the combat is gonna get better now. That's not right. I'm supposed to be on screen right now. That is not correct. There we go. There we go. I did have some issues, like I said before, so that might be why it's weird. Yeah, where'd you go exactly? I was supposed to be there the whole time, and now I am. I was going to show you the schedule, which is why I moved to the side like this. Playing some Silent Hill F today, and then some more Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown on Sunday. I got like a good first impression of that game. Only played it for a few hours, but I had fun, so definitely going to continue that. It's also a little lighter because right now I'm playing a lot of like, I mean, Resident Evil is Resident Evil. It always has some silliness to it. There's always some goofy stuff in there, but it can be pretty dark and heavy as well. And Silent Hill obviously is also pretty dark and heavy. So you know, it's nice to have a game that's a little lighter in terms of theme. And I was actually thinking about if I wanted to stream today, if I would play something else that's a little more relaxing. Because I'm not sure how much like you know, dread and horror and anxiety I can take today, but it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Aren't they putting out a Resident Evil update with a new mode? Are they? I did not hear about this. Was it like now, or was it like a couple of days? Well, there is an oh, okay. Yeah, there's an update queued. Let's see. Leon Must Die Forever minigame added. Various fixes in a fast-paced action minigame. Unlocked by completing the story. The additional minigame mode challenges to clear numerous stages at Leon while unlocking exclusive enhancer abilities. The fast-paced action is distinct from the main story mode and is packed with replay value. Can you make it to the end alive and defeat the boss within the time limit? Okay. Cool. They also have very sparse like the patch notes. Patch notes are update information. An additional minigame has been added. Okay. Bugs that occur under certain conditions have been fixed. Issues impacting gameplay have been fixed. Thank you for the detail. Okay, they have more information. I think. Yeah, no, this is just general like system requirements and stuff like that. Okay, yeah, no, that was it in terms of. But yeah, cool new game mode. I did not hear about that, so thanks for the heads up. It's good to know. Cool to know. I love it when issues are resolved. Exactly. Resolving issues is my favorite. Speaking of resolving some issues, I'm not sure if it's like if there is a point to make like a story recap. I'm gonna try to make a story recap for the game, but the game is very vague and sort of dreamlike, so it's a little hard to tell what's exactly going on. The small Japanese town we're in. I'm playing as a girl named Hinako in a small Japanese town in, I think, the 1960s. And her sister left to get married and then maybe died in childbirth. It's a little unclear. Her parents are not very nice, at least her dad is not very nice to her. her friends are sort of talking shit. Two of her friends were kind of talking shit about her. And it's unclear if they actually believe that or if that is just in her head and it's just like her insecurities. Because we've seen some signs that they might have been like more supportive and kind to her at one point, but they've been really, we've also seen some like notes they've left where they were really horrible. And we have killed both of our friends in boss fights, or two of our friends in boss fights. And the third one we hanged. Third one, who was kind of nice and supportive, we kind of hanged him in a sort of a dream sequence kind of way, which means that he's still alive in the actual world, but it's a little unclear who's dead, who's alive. It's it's vague. It's vague. Last time, in the sort of alternate world, the other world, Hinako got like, well, basically she got like mutilated. She got like, she had to cut her face off. She had to cut her arm off and get branded in order to get like join the Fox Mask and his weird Fox clan, which is kind of like, I don't know, I think it's, you know, pretty noticeable like symbolism for marriage. Like she's literally like removing pieces of herself, and it was also important like that she remembered her name. She lost like her family name, and she gained it back, and then she gained power. And then one of her friends, Rinko, who has been talking shit about her basically the entire time, came back to fight her, and then we had to defeat her in a boss fight. And I hope this is like the second time we're killing her, so I hope she's actually gone now. She's still alive in the real world though. It's a little I can't really keep track of what's going on in the game. I can keep track of it, but it's difficult to explain. I don't know exactly where to begin. Alright, we're a furry now. Yeah, and I said that last stream, that usually I'm not opposed to a furry transformation scene. I just wish I didn't have to watch someone, like, cut their own arm off. What is also kind of, I think it's sort of thematically really powerful that to show that, oh, in this marriage, she is sort of becoming this subservient person who is just existing for someone else's sake, so she has to literally, like, remove parts of herself that are important in order to fit the idea of what she should be in the marriage, which is like a really powerful symbolism, right? But she also got a lot better at combat. Her attacks, though, that like special fox mode, though, it's kind of strong. So it's kind of, yeah, it's kind of like it's kind of like there are some upsides, I suppose. Okay, either way, I think I should get into the game. I think it's time. Oh, I should post. I forgot to post on Blue Sky that I'm live. Give me a second to do that. Transmit live. And there we go. And I'm gonna set this to an hour and a half from now. Yeah, I might honestly not even go on that long. Cool. Awesome, awesome. I think that's about it. I think we're ready to roll here. Thank you, Chill Hop Music, for the music. And then we do this, and then we do that. That should ideally be it. Yeah. Cool. So right now we're trying to find Rinko and Shu. We've gotten some indication that they are in trouble. But they also seemingly left us behind. And Rinko has been talking shit the entire time. She's been awful the entire time. So I don't know if I want to save her, but you know, we gotta try to do the right thing, I think. And we're heading to Shu's house, I think. The game is shopping a little bit. It sometimes does that in the beginning. So I'm just checking, how are we on items? Have the crowbar. Items, we have one capsule. We have a first aid kit. And this divine water gives us... restores current max sanity. Nice. Cool. So we lost our fox powers when we came back to the regular world. I kind of missed them already. I don't miss the mutilation and shit, but you know. Also, oh. I also noticed something. When I was watching the last stream, I noticed that the sound was really weird. Both on Twitch and on YouTube when I went back to watch the VOD. So please let me know how the sound sounds. It sounded like, not the sound from my microphone, but the sound from the game sounded like kind of tinny and weird. So let me know how it sounds. I began taking this medicine out of desperation. My first impression was that it smells of peaches and is faintly sweet. After taking it before bed for the past 3 nights, I had my first lucid dream. For the whole night, I was able to organize my thought in a pleasant darkness. Was this what the tales meant when they said the drug allows you to speak with your inner self? I've heard that taking vitamin B6 makes it easier to remember dreams. However, I'm sure its effectiveness depends on factors like dosage and body composition. At any rate, this has been a letdown so far. Is that a letdown? Wasn't that kind of nice? You've been able to organize your thoughts in a nice manner. I think it sounds good. I'm glad to hear that. Also, welcome, Flo. How are you doing? How was your Friday? Right, we ran into this thing. Ugh! Hate these things. This is like a more rotten version of something we encountered in the alternate world dream space thingy-majig. No! I attacked first! Okay, we gotta give me some water. There we go. Crunch. And I remember from last time, we can't move past this before we kill these guys, so we just gotta keep going. Should be death, right? Exactly. Crowbar for the win. I'm okay just wanting to finish the day for the weekend. That makes perfect sense. I don't know how you feel, but at the end of this work week, I was like, oh, I'm so glad it's Friday. Okay, I'm doing baseball bat. Captain Baseball Bat Boy! Girl, I guess. Ugh. Okay, let's use a bandage 3. There we go. Oh, I got a dodge, but I got hit anyway. Okay, I staggered it, so let's see if I can get some additional hits in. Okay, wow, and that's death. Alright. Harsh. Okay, I think the crowbar is nice. I'm probably gonna save the crowbar. Let's use the axe for the regular guys. Go up and what? Like I can't remember now. Was there something up here? There wasn't, was there? Well, there was actually. Love. I'm getting. It's kind of cool that all of the items are you know thematically appropriate, like snacks and candy and stuff like that. But I do struggle to keep track of what's what. Like Ramune and Divine Water, I keep getting these mixed up. Restores max sanity, fully restores current max sanity. So both of them have similar things. Okay, so it's fine either way. Cool. Nice. I'm also gonna pick up this note just so I have it in my journal, so to speak. Journal. I'm gonna try to kill these things before they, you know, hatch. Okay, well, it doesn't hatch, it just goes warp. That thing's gonna hatch. I hope it's still, like, the damage stays on it, you know? It's a little weird because the purple ones, sometimes they just burst in my face. But sometimes they actually, like, hatch into monsters, like the last one. So I'm all confused about, like, what the right move is with that. Okay. Crowbar time. Okay, no stamina whatsoever. What the hell are you doing? Is that an attack? It glimmered like I needed to counter it, and then it just went... Okay, somehow I missed the bandage. Here? Oh, second crowbar. Nice. Lovely. Okay. Are you fucking dying soon? There's a plot thread about us taking a lot of painkillers too, right? Or was that someone else? That was the thing. Shu was like sort of smuggling her plot pills, pain pills, because his family or his dad was a doctor, or maybe both of his parents. I don't know. So yeah, that's true. So I don't know if that note we got, like, it refers to Hinako. You're in pain because you choose to be. Okay, that was nice. I'm getting some weird lag spikes here again. That's okay, I have a second crowbar. Use this one until it breaks. Okay, I gotta find a save point because I don't want to restart from this spot again. But I'm gonna go back to the menu. Journal updated. Bogtown. Oh, okay. It's all of the monsters. Edible foes. There's no way Rinko is a monster like this, but this is her without a doubt, right? Okay. Frame rate stabilized, nice. Nice. How am I on health? I'm okay on health. It's not the worst shape I've ever been in. So this entire place was very much a maze. So what if I keep going forward and then right? I think it should be the right way to go. Arare. Ararararara. Arararararararara. Oh, ho, 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 ho! That scared me. That was really fast, too. Damn. Oh. Okay. Gotta give me some candy. There we go. Nice. Oh, what says it on? Perfect dodges become easier to perform. That's actually good. That one's actually good. I am looking to upgrade my... so I can have 3 of those. I only have 2 right now. But the upgrade to get another one is very expensive. It's like 3,000 faith or something like that. Yeah, I think it's better to just avoid these guys. I don't... Okay. Okay, I think I just cornered myself. That was fucking stupid. Okay, ow, 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 ow. I'm just gonna get out of here. There's no point in fighting these guys. Oh! Blah, 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 blah. Those things usually just cry at me a little bit. Wasn't expecting the vomit attack. Ew. Oh, there are enemies everywhere now. Oh, the game is not, like the frame rate is not being nice right now. There we go. Oh god. You can probably tell that the frame rate is being really weird. That's... so we gotta go past the house and around. Okay. It's chugging for sure, yeah. I'm gonna see if I can... hold up a second. Let me check. I'm not sure if this is like performance related to the stream or what it is. I know I've had issues with Silent Hill before. It's like... I suppose what I can do, yeah. I'm gonna turn off the Stellarium, which is running in the background. See if that helps a little bit. Free up some things. Cool. Let's try that. If it gets better. Okay, that was unnecessary. It's okay. It's okay. You got another. Oh dear. Just get me out of here. Oh fuck! Taking the long way around. Hug! I don't want your hugs. Yeah! No! Bad. Bad dog. And I'm out of stamina. Or not stamina, I'm out of sanity. Okay. So, bandage. I haven't had a save point in a while, so I really hope I've got an autosaver too, because otherwise this is gonna suck ass. I have anything else? I don't think I have anything else. Oh, I got this. There we go, that's a nice hit. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Yeah, we gotta look for something. I'm going through items so quickly. Right, they're going to her house. It's not Shu's house, it's her house we're going to. And this is blocked. Holy shit, holy shit. I thought there were more save points here, weren't there? Not in this part, I guess. Oh, like, I love how this looks. Is that a rabbit? Oh damn! What a reaction to a rabbit biting kids. It's like, beat it to death! Aim is still chug, chug, chug. I'm gonna lower the graphic settings a little bit, see if that helps. What if we... I'm gonna set this to no limit. To indirect lighting. Wow. Let's go this down a little bit. This is very high. High. Drop this all. I didn't realize it was set this high. Damn. De-aliasing. TSR. And let's just do this. TAA. Motion blur off. Let's try this. Didn't realize it was that high. Damn. Doesn't need to be. There we go. It still looks good, right? Frame rate is still kind of weird. It's still a little... Still feels a little weird. It's still like a little floaty. Let's try one more thing. Let's go put the frame rate limit back to 60. See if that helps that feeling. So let's try this. It's alright, I think. Sorry about the technical issues, guys. It's I didn't realize the graphics settings were set that high. I thought they were kinda low. Okay, chocolate is what we got. That's for sanity, not health. I mean, chocolate sometimes does restore my sanity, so that makes sense. No. Why can you jump over all of these things when I can't? Fuck off with that shit. Give me a bandage or something. And nothing! It's an empty box! Mama always told me life was like an empty box. Hikashi. And... oh! Letter from a boy. I know it's sudden, but I'm moving. I won't ever forget you, Hinako. Thank you for saving me. Kotoyuki. She saved him from the horrible killer rabbit. Now he's eternally grateful. We never heard about this kid before. We never heard about him, and she said that she didn't even remember him. Or even remember that incident, at least. Oh, fuck. Blurp. 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 I hope I got a save point. Please tell me that was not all the way back. That was ages ago. Please tell me it wasn't all the way back. Okay, it's a little... It's a little bit back. We're a little bit behind here. Steel pipe. Yeah, foxes... foxes have kind of been the scary animal in this game. I think the rabbit, like the it just bit him, and then the adult who came in was just like, beat it to death! How dare it bite children! It's like, what were you thinking having like a bunch of rabbits around kids? They had rabbits in school and stuff. Yeah, so the motive has been that she is a rabbit. Because she was like hanging out with rabbits or something like that. The motif, I should say, not the motive. No, that's a fox! Wait, that is a fox! That is a fox. I thought that was a rabbit. Hold up a second. Let's look closer. It's I was seeing it from the wrong angle. It's a fox. That is a fox. I thought that was a rabbit. Okay, it makes a little more sense. I guess it makes a little more sense if it was like a wild animal and not a pet, but still, that's still... How did you even get close enough to a wild fox there? They're shy as hell most of the time. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm running. Why are you running? You know damn well why I'm running. Good morning, my handsome son. Handsome boy. Even if you find yourself poor of pocket, you must never let yourself become poor of heart. You mustn't forget that you've inherited your father's noble blood. You must study hard and learn to be a gentleman. Do not think of yourself as a little boy, for you are simply a tiny adult waiting to grow. There will come a day when your father shall require your help. Mark my words. This is why you shouldn't feed wild animals. No, yeah, at least you shouldn't feed them children. I'm gonna put... Oh, I missed. There was like a dried carcass and I missed it. Cord. Can't feed him. I'm gonna try to go back. My health is still shit. But I gotta save, so I'm gonna try to go back and get the dried carcass. Where was that? Was that here? It was not here, but we got red capsules, so that's nice. Cool, a little better. There was something else in here, wasn't there? Oh, that's actually exactly what I need. Thank you. Rare, and then before that there was a dried carcass here somewhere. It's one of these little nooks and crannies. There was an empty box here, and then there was something... Was it in the park, maybe? I'm just looking... Dried carcasses are, like, for those of you who didn't follow, is... you can enshrine them at the save point and get, like, currency that you can upgrade stuff for. It's honestly kind of neat. Kind of needed. Times like these. Okay, I'm not gonna look myself to death after it. If I can't find it, I can't find it. It just annoys me because I picked it up and then I died and now I can't remember where I put it or where it was. How dare you vomit on children! Beat it to death! Okay, why? I hate that attack. It's like I try to dodge it and I do it and it's like, no, 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 you're already locked in the animation even if it looks like you're not. I don't like that. I'm not even sure why I'm fighting. It's so unnecessary. Let's just move on. Lost all the health that I managed to build up. I'm not gonna save again because I messed up really badly. Like, I think avoiding the combat makes the most sense unless I have to fight. Let's just run home. We haven't seen them in a while. I don't know what's up with them. And they moved on. They moved on without her. But maybe they think she's dead. Like they were talking as if she was dead previously. So maybe they think she's dead. Maybe she is dead. I don't even know. Yeah, there's a save point out up here. Yeah. I would love to use that if there aren't a bunch of fuckers in the way. Can I use it? I can. Okay, nice. Let's put the chocolate as an offering, actually. Get a little more faith. There. I don't have any Emma, so I can't do this even. Children relocated. Well done, well done. Gardening duties completed. Bandage. Okay, so it's giving me a lot of stuff. I feel like there might be like a little boss fight or something coming. I might be a little. Oh, fuck that. You really need some stronger curse words or something. Oh, fuck. Ah, I hate those things! I can't... Fuck you! Die! Oh. Well, I saved just before, so it's fine. Right, I came in here. And I picked up the arararar. Then I went around, and you are here. And can you get out of my fucking way? Rude. Go vomit somewhere else. Also, I forgot to save. I used the save point. Okay, never mind. Now I can't. I forgot to save. I used the save point, but I didn't actually save. That was on me. That was on me being silly. There we go. Yeah. So I got an autosave right before, so it's okay. But it was a little silly. I snuck up behind the monsters to use the save point, and what have we got? I didn't use all the chocolate, did I? No. Okay, so I'm gonna save that until we really need it. Okay, this one I think I gotta fight because these are really hard to outrun. Oh, fuck. Fucked that up. Okay, chocolate time. Chocolate time. Chocolate time. Does it just restore the max sanity? It doesn't restore the sanity. You're kidding me! There we go. Blarp. Blarp. Blarp, blarp.
相棒、もうすぐだ。
Ah, sickle. Do we replace any of them? Steel pipe, I guess. Sickle was kind of nice against some enemies because it was fast. Okay, let's see if I can use the save point here now. I'm going to wait for the enemies to shuffle to the right. Shuffle, shuffle, keep shuffling. Just keep shuffling. Just keep shuffling. There we go. Cool. Okay, now I got a save point so we don't have to do that again. I should probably, actually, I should clear mine now. Yeah, do that. Cool. Let's try the sickle against this jumping dog thingy. Oof. Okay. Cool. So there was nothing else here, was there? No. Nope, nope, nope. See, I'm going forward just past them, right? So I'm just gonna run. Screw fighting. Mom and Dad, boss fight time.
どういうこと？廊下、間取りが全部変わってる。もう何なの？もしもし。
清水さんのお宅でお間違いないでしょうか。岡本水産でございます。毎度ごひいきに預かり誠にありがとうございます。
もしもし。
fucking phone salesman. They never give up, do they? Right, I think I saw save point here, or am I crazy?
知らない部屋だ
Well, someone's drinking beer. That is sushi. Let's see, that restores health, stamina, and max sanity. Should not use that right now, but I am tempted. What did you cook in here? That I actually drink right now. Storing my sanity. I'm not sure I fully understood the difference between sanity and max sanity. Like, some things restore max sanity, some things restore sanity, but even if my max sanity is high, it doesn't seem to regenerate, so I'm not sure I have understood the sanity mechanic properly.
いつ取ったんだろう
That's you who's crossed out. They are crossed out. It's you. You're the one who's crossed out. It's Shu, Rinko. From left to right, it's your dad, it's your mom, it's you. Then it's Sakako, Rinko, and Shu. Ominous photo. You rotated. The writing in the group photo. Is there writing in the group photo? Mom and Dad. Rinko. I don't see any writing. The writing on the group photo. But this is, they don't quite match. They don't quite match. Because in the group photo, Shu is standing next to Rinko, and in this one he's standing next to Sakako. Let's turn that one upside down then, I suppose. Mom and Dad. Mom and Dad, in that order. Dad and Mom, from left to right. Yeah, let's keep exploring. We'll come back to this. To be a calendar there, you think? No. Someone turned my house into a survival horror puzzle level? Can put this in and this in. Probably do this as well. There we go. Nice. Right. So where have we not explored? Right behind us. Can't open it. Did I try this one? Won't budge. It's like, I don't know. If you're wondering why I keep noticing that they say it won't budge, it's because, like, in these games in general, that is such a standard phrase, you know? Such a standard phrase for when a door won't open. It's always, it won't budge. Does not open from this side. That's the second one, right? The sword and the fox fought, battling upon a set of scales. The heavens themselves shuddered at the ferocity of the struggle. Day after day, the sun rose behind the fox's back and set behind the swords, yet their fight knew no end. The scales upon which they fought, however, were no more, having been destroyed long ago. Let's shoot.
そこにいるの
Calendar.
なんでここにこの日付何か大事な日だった気が
Okay, can we put the calendar back in its place? Maybe? There's a slot for a calendar, like, not here, but here. It's open now, maybe? What is the date? It's the 6th of something. The 6th of October, 1962. Oh, fuck. And we're locked out. Did I just miss a bunch of stuff?
私のうち
Or are we coming back there?
どうなってるの
It's the same. Is it the same layout? But like, I think it's the same layout, but like, darker. Oh, maybe not actually. Won't budge, won't budge. Fuck you. God damn it. I hate to say it, guys, but the crowbar is not cutting it. I need a better weapon. Tight spaces don't seem great for the camera. No, I agree. They're not. It's not fantastic. Go inside the walls. See, this is just an offering, right? Yeah. What? That's her.
この写真なんか見たことある気がする。思い出せない。
Dead. Dead. Was there anything else in here? I think that was it, right? Yep. Okay, we're moving on. We're moving on. It won't budge. It won't budge! That's what the real game is about. Budging is illegal. No budging. Oh, hello there! Gonna budge? That was not a fantastic swing. That's a little better. These guys are okay to fight if they're one by one. It's like you can kind of time out the attacks properly if you just have a little patience. There was something else in here. Yeah? Knees weak, arms are heavy, vomit on your sweater already. Oh, there's more than one. Get me out of here. Give me a machine gun. There you go. Dead. Ew. Ew. You deserve death for what you did to my carpet. Ah. And for what you did to my baseball bat. Sickle. Hammer and sickle. Don't have that right now, but... You keep coming back to this. Oh, nice. Nice. I'm trying to figure out what this means, if this thematically means anything, that her house is different when she remembers it, and she's crossed out of the family, of the photo of her family and friends. And I'm wondering if that's like... Did you also notice that her sister wasn't in the photo? Which is also kind of strange. I suppose. I mean, I suppose it wasn't like a family picture. It was like her and her friends and stuff. They were in a fox rabies coma. Yeah. Soviet theme players in the background. Yeah, when you do the hammer and sickle combo. I hate my dad. I wish he would just die. I hate my mom too. She deserves to die as well. If I could just turn into a monster, then I'd take the two of them and crush them to death with my bare hands. I hate this house too. I hate everything. Everything! Now we're getting her, like the darker side of her. We've gotten these notes about where you know, Sakako and Rinko have been really horrible.
お前は何度言ったらわかるんだ。
すみません、すみませんね。
お前味ちゃんと見てんのか。薄すぎんだよ。こんなの茶色い泥水じゃねえか。こんなこともまともにできないのか。女に味噌汁が作れなくて何の価値があるんだ。
やめてよ。いつもいつもいい加減にして。
うるせえ。親にその言い方は何だ。引っ込んでろ。
お母さんもお母さんだよ。ちゃんと言い返せばいいじゃない。お父さんもそんなに気に入らないなら自分で作ればいいでしょ。上手なんでしょ、お料理。
ひなこやめて。お父さんにそんな言い方しないで。お母さんが悪いんだよ。ひなこはいいから早く学校に行きな。
お母さん何も悪くないよ。悪いのは全部お父さんだよ。
ひなこ、お父さんにそんなこと言うもんじゃないよ。早く行きな、早く。
お父さんも嫌いだったけど、お母さんも好きじゃなかったな。
Because she's kind of like, it's weird in this game when she's like with, well, it's not that weird. When she's with the fox mask guy, she's kind of acting like her mom does. She's all like just deferent and submissive, and just kind of allowing herself to be pushed around. Sounds like he deserves to drink mud. Yeah, maybe he deserves a fucking pipe to the face. That was 1960. That's 2 years earlier. This calendar was 2 years earlier. So I don't know what happened 2 years after this, though. I feel like that was what was happening. This argument that they had there, I can't remember if that was the exact same argument they had at the beginning of the game, but it was very similar. I'm not quite sure if it was the exact same, but I do think it was hella similar. I'm just checking, going wrong. I was about to say, I'm just checking, but truth is I just went the wrong way. We can finally upgrade something, by the way. We can put these in. So, question is, do we upgrade? Do we upgrade health or sanity or stamina, or do we just go for more Omamori slots? This is 3,000. It's so fucking expensive, you know? What Omamori do I have? Let me save first. Which ones are you using? Greatly decreases focus charging time, slightly restores health after each successful counter. I don't think I'm using that one much. We can replace that one actually. Increases max stamina is nice. Maybe I should use the wolf just because it's like thematically correct. Deals additional damage when using weapons with high durability. I don't think I need that one though. I think I'm gonna go with the one that is like either one of these two. Slightly restores health after defeating an enemy. I think I'm gonna go with that one. I am fighting a lot for better or worse. Mostly for worse, but you know, I might as well get something out of it. There we go. It's crazy that the playtime says 7 hours, but I don't think that's counting all the times I've died. So I think that's just like It's just like counting my actual time progressing forward, you know? Calendar. 1960. Oh no! Not one of these fucking things. I hate those! Why? God, okay. Okay, okay, come at me. Come on then! Get some! Eat pipe! I hate that they can just do that. They can just walk up to you and just... It's crazy long animation where they stab you. Hate it. Okay, did I get any health back? Tiny bit. That was the case. Okay, big waddle monster, come on. Have anything? I suppose the chocolate can help me here a little bit. Yeah. Okay, nope. I have a hard time, I don't know if it's just me, but I have a hard time knowing when they when they're spitting. I have a hard time seeing when they're spitting. Your room. There's got to be something in here, right? Letter from a man. I do not believe there's any reason you should be tied down by your younger self. Likewise, there's no reason your future self should be constrained by the you are today. Thank you, by the way, for the beautiful pressed flower. It was the first gift I ever received from you, and I will surely cherish it until the end of time. Who are you having this kind of correspondence with when you are this young? Little sus. I am skeptical of this concept. See, I'm gonna do let's do the pipe for the regular enemies and then the sickle for the big thing. Okay, pipe. Or crowbar, maybe. Crunch! I'm gonna see if I can get you out of the spitting creeps, like line of sight. Okay, so that's that. Did I get any health from that? I don't know, did you guys see if I got any health from that? I do have that one. Slightly restores health after defeating an enemy. Oh, it's got his back turned. Wonderful. There we go. Sickle! Sickle is the way to go. High DPS. I think I should keep this. I'm actually going to use the toolkit on it. I'm not even sure if I need to go into this room. I might not.
お父さんたちの部屋なの。
Lot of bottles. Lot of mess. Mom's keeping it a little clean. I think Dad is keeping it a little messy. The way this has been framed as like a look back in time, as if this isn't something that, you know, she experienced this morning, it has me feeling like this entire thing is some kind of like afterlife kind of deal. Taking fatal damage from normal attacks, this mirror will break instead. Health, sanity, and stamina will be fully restored. That's amazing! That's amazing! Do I need to equip it, or do I just have that? I think I just have it. That's like an extra life. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh no, what happened here? I always feel like somebody's watching me. I'm always alone, so I'm okay with playing by myself. That means I have the right dish and the left dish all to myself. I like to play with Kokeshi dolls a lot. I'll be extra careful to share them with left Hinako and right Hinako, so it's fair to both of them. Scales. So the scales are here.
昔これでも飽きそうなところがある。
Okay. You have to balance them out. Broken one seems to be heaviest. For whatever reason, it's heaviest, like as heavy as all of them. Oh, okay, wow! Slanted scale painted on the side.
何？
And the crest, 1 out of 3.
まずいな。武器が壊れそうだ。
You want to keep this one? Let's keep the crowbar. Okay. I really like one detail I really like is like these drawings that sort of fill out the map that show you what each room is. Like it doesn't just tell you that, oh, this is the dining room and this is the thing room. It shows you like an image. It makes it so much easier to navigate when you know where everything is. And it also just, I think it looks nice. I think it's like a nice visual detail. I think we gotta progress though. Hinako, I'm sorry to ask, but could you drop by Shu's house and buy the stomach medicine for me again? Also, please let his family know that I've been getting better thanks to them. Traditional medicine truly is better than all those modern drugs, and herbal remedies are far gentler on the body. Tell them I'll pay my bill at the end of the month. I fucked up. I'm dead. Oh, it's okay. It's after we pick this up, at least. Good. Good, good, good. I should... There was nothing else, was there? I think that was it. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save before I go through the door, so it's a little closer. I think it's a little closer. I like how it just peeked out from behind the door before coming out. It's like, okay, is there... Oh! Didn't mean to do that. Right, guess we have 2 saves now. Yeah, it was like, oh, is there a hammer and sickle combo here? No? Just a crowbar? Alright, I'm coming out. It's weird, look at this. Look at this, she comes in, and then there's... Okay, it's steps. That's why. I thought, like, damn, she feels... she's so short. Like, when she comes in here. And I thought maybe that was, like... supposed to represent her, like, be moving back in time and she's getting younger or something. I don't know. Come at me. Dead. The fuck happened here? What did you do? Yeah, it would have been a lovely bath if they hadn't, you know, filled it with blood and parts. Won't budge. No budge, no budge. Finally got a counter in a while ago. Oh no, not you! Gamer mode, yeah, that went really well. It's like the focus, using the focus mode really helped there. I'm trying to save the sanity that I used for the focus mode for those enemies. The other really dangerous ones. Now we're in her room again, and it is a mess. What are we looking for? I'm supposed to be looking for something, but I'm not sure what. There are many creatures that discard their shells as they mature. I believe that the suffocating feeling you're experiencing is merely a sign that you're growing up, and that it's time to rid yourself of your shell. Don't you think it's a strange coincidence your name means baby bird? I'm sure all of this is simply pointing you to the fact that the time for you to spread your wings and fly is drawing near. Like, I mean, she needed to get out of her house, but I'm not trusting this stranger who... Well, I guess he's not a stranger. I mean, they talked, but he sounds like a grown-ass guy, and she's still a kid. What am I looking for here? I feel like I want to open this box, but I can't. There's no, like, anything. There. Oh! Block of wax. Is that what it was? I thought that was some organs and stuff. Wonder if this is the Fox guy IRL. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. That's... Wait, am I moving on too soon? Oh, we're back in part 1. So it's 3 parts. It's 3 parts. So we gotta go and figure out the puzzle in this one. We weren't quite finished here yet. Moved on too soon. God damn it. Oh, come on. Okay, I'm gonna go take a little break. I'm gonna go get some more water. BRB. Okay, my inability to save properly has caught up with me once again, and I'm back like 10 minutes back. That sucks. That sucks. Right. Oh, stupid. Okay, so one of them comes out from here. Yep, from the bath. Welcome out in the hallway. Okay, what did we have in here? We had a gross bath and a kitchen knife and a red capsule. Nice. Okay, cool. Let's use that right away, actually. Use the second one too right away. Why didn't the mirror work, by the way? When I died. Shouldn't the mirror have worked? You guys remember I picked up a mirror that should protect me? Or am I crazy? Blessed hand mirror. Oh, I have to use it instead of one of these. I see. Okay, let's use that then. I got it. I gotta equip it. Okay. Makes sense. Okay. Hello, T-Slug. Welcome. Blah! Blah! I'm dying to this thing. Well, I lost the mirror. Wrong attack, wrong attack, wrong attack. I'm getting destroyed by this thing. Fucking hell. Okay, you know what? Just kill me. Come on, do it. Yeah, but welcome tea time. Tea time has been there for a while. The entire tea gang is here. T-Slug, welcome. Hope you're having a nice Friday. Hope you're doing well. Okay, let's not suck ass this time. How about that? I'm gonna kill you in the bath. Why are you allowed to do that? Why are you allowed to do that? Why are you allowed to just start that animation while I'm in the doorway? That's not legal! Ah! Okay, I need to take a little break. I'm tilting off the face of the earth. I'll be right back. Okay, let's load the game. Try again. This sucks too because I was already past this part and then I forgot to save and now I'm dead and now it's dooby. Yeah, so let's put the I'm gonna try this one. I'm gonna try the wolf one. See if I can do some more damage when the weapons are at high durability. This one is at max durability, so let's use that one. Didn't seem like it did a lot of damage. Whoops, okay. Maybe a little bit more? Right, and a capsule. Lose a capsule, gain a capsule. I guess we can take the kitchen knife instead of the sickle because it's got higher durability, so maybe it'll do more damage. Right, now I can't remember exactly which direction we went. Oh, hello there. Kromsch. Oh, her aim is worse than mine. She also has chosen kitchen knife. Yeah, maybe this is a bad sign for using kitchen knife. Oh ho ho ho! Check that shit out! Get fucking wrecked. Use the toolkit on this one. Keeps the durability high. That actually did do more damage. Okay, so now we went here. I missed this last time. Is this really my house? Unclear at this point. Parents' room again. Mom is fixing school uniform. Dad is smoking and drinking. Okay, I suppose we can just replace the steel pipe with another one. Oh, yes, please! Yes, please. Yes, please. Blah. Fucking yuck. Now I just gotta wait till the red creep vines decrease. Like, can you just die? These things aren't very quick to fight. Like, I'm just... It is a little cool detail though, how all the vines are like sort of the long vines are kind of reaching out for her, you know. Kind of a cool idea. Cool concept. Can't open it. It won't budge. Budge free. Okay, kitchen knife time then. Oh, that was really good. That was so much better. Yeah. Absolutely. What are these? What are these fucking pins? What are these pins? I'm trying to look what they are. I almost thought that they were supposed to be like little guys, that they have like hair and a face. Are they? Yeah, they're supposed to be little faces and stuff, right? I still have trouble believing it. How could things turn out this way? This is 61. I should leave right away. Oh god, I'm just associating freely, but like with this With the shape of this doll thing, did someone club someone to death with one? Propane tube. It's not a propane, but the tube itself still looks usable. Ah, right. In one of the other versions of the house, we found a propane tank, or the stove where the propane was still connected. Ancient wisdom passed down by our ancestors used to wrap things up and carry them around. Good thing I always prefer function over fashion. Increases inventory capacity. Nice. Cool. Okay. What is this bird pattern? Can't open it. Can't open it. We've checked everywhere now, right? Except for here, I think. That's the one room we haven't checked. And then there? Oh, I didn't go through here, did I? Nice. This thing just won't, like, stagger. Enemies are overgrown with the red flowers that are taking over everything. This looks nice. Can't open it. There are blue flowers in the way. It's unopenable. The blue flower barrier cannot be broken. Okay, now I think... Well, there are still places we haven't checked, actually. Here? Right, her room. Forgot. And then it was down here. Had a book with something that's supposed to be a block of wax, but it looks more like a dead animal. That's one of the crests in there. Flowers are too pretty to be moved. Yeah. Can't move the flowers. Against the law. Let's see, over here. Imagine living in a house that is so big that you actually get, like, winded from running from one side to the other. Don't have that in your diary. I mean, that's fair. I wouldn't have that in my diary either. But if you want to keep that hidden somewhere, because it's really gross, you don't want anyone to see that you have it, then I guess it sort of makes sense. Let's see, I'm going to put in a dried carcass here. There we go. Getting kind of close. I don't know if it's worth it though. Should I actually, like, increase my Omamori limit? It's 3,000. I have 2 Emma. I could go for a health upgrade and a stamina upgrade. Also. Could go for both of these. Okay, we should save too. I almost forgot to save again. Holy fuck. Would have been like the third time today. Racer saves and takes half damage. Okay. Now we're back in the first version of the house. Using a little sanity now. Make sure I don't die this time. Oh, that was nice. Quick. Let's see now. Let's get to the kitchen first and foremost. Actually, let's save first and foremost. Go. So we're there are 3 different versions of this house now, and we're looping between them. So we can go from 1 to 2, and from 2 to 3, and then 3 to 1. But we can't go from 3 to 2, for example. But what we can do is go to the kitchen. Where was the kitchen? The kitchen was here, behind me, and over here on the left. Also, the game runs so much better since I turned the graphics down. And also in the indoor area, it's better. Connected the propane tube. Right, so now we can melt the block of wax, right? Fletching key. Bird pattern on the back, obtained with a melted piece of wax. Oh, fuck that. They're blocking each other from entering. I can live with this. They can't get in. I'm not fighting both of these at once. Nice! I'm burning through my sanity here. Use focus attacks, but it's worth it. Any health? Yeah, actually, yes. And also this. There we go. Cool. Steve was invisible. Was it? Was it invisible when she was drinking it? So low graphics, the tea is no longer visible. I mean, it's kind of the same as with Clair Obscure. It's like I turned the graphics down and the game runs better, but it also still looks really good, I think. And I think part of that is that I turned off the anti-aliasing with the DLSS, which I think is something that is like a little more demanding than a lot of other stuff. This is kind of a cool level. I'm kind of liking this so far. This is it's very, like it's long. We haven't even scratched the surface, I feel like. There's so much more to this house. This is just we're still like assembling stuff that we need to get through, like. There we go, clonk. Come on, stagger. Nice. We're still assembling, like, there are 2 slots here. Here's one. And here's one. Both of them need, like, different crests. This one needs 1, and this one needs 3. So there's so much here that we haven't figured out yet. Oh, do we think we go with the axe instead of the steel pipe? Axe is very slow, but high damage. Can't open it. And also, if I remember correctly, if you focus with the axe, you can block most attacks, which is nice. There was something here, right? We picked up a... Isn't it made of paper? The axe? Why would the axe be made of paper? You really need to... Oh, you mean the door. Yeah. This is following standard, like, survival horror logic. Like, I remember the part in Silent Hill 2 remake where James can't... Like, he can't get across some boxes that are on the ground. They're about knee height. And he can't get... he can't get past them. To Shimizu Kanta, certificate of full payment. This certificate has been sent to certify that Shimizu Kanta has paid all outstanding loans and is hereby released from any further contractual obligations. We thank you for your continued patronage. That was on the phone too. They called from the fisheries and said that, like, we release you from your obligations. Okay, he managed to pay off his debt. That's good, I think. Okay, so here are the... Right. So how about now then? Are we just supposed to... Oh my god. Oh my god, look at this. That's beautiful, even though it's scary, but that's stunning. See, have I opened anything particular? Okay, yeah, we got it upside down. White bird and fox plate. Oh no. Two out of 3 quests. We have a key now for the 3rd version of the house. I should try to save and then move there, I think. White bird and fox and scales. And then there's one more. Sword, I'm guessing. Fuck. I'm saving. Fuck you. I felt like I dodged there, but... Fuck off, Licky Tongue! Can you please, like... Let's actually do this. I should have done that instead. There we go. Cool, but now... now I just barely don't have enough. If I find like a 500 faith item, I just barely don't have enough. So annoying. Well, I can always sacrifice a chocolate or something. Okay, okay, okay. Want some? Joy! Okay, the walls are actually pretty hard, even if they're made of, like, paper. Oh, you shouldn't die. Don't die! That's good life advice. Don't die. Right, we still need something to get him out. Okay, so this is house number 2. What did we have left to do here? I'm not sure if there was anything left for us to do here right now. I think what we need from here is just to move on to number 3. Yeah. Yeah, bye. 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 Fuck this shit, I'm out. So long. Right, that's the stomach medicine. The bird. Right, we need to go all the way around. I'm just gonna run past these guys. Oh, especially this one. Fuck you. Screw that. To hell with you!
ひなこ、お父さんはね、ひなこの。
綺麗事はやめて。私知ってるよ。お父さんの借金のせいでしょ。
おお、なんだと？
おかしな人に騙されてお金を全部持ち逃げされたのはお父さんの責任じゃない。お母さんもあんなに倹約して、お姉ちゃんだって友達に笑われても古い服のままで少しでも幸せになろうって家族みんなで貯めたお金だったんだよ。偉そうなこと言う前に謝ってよ。私に、お姉ちゃんに、お母さんにずっと迷惑をかけてきたことを謝ってよ。
なんだその言い草は！
お父さん、やめてください。お願いします。ひなこ、悪いけどお惣菜を買ってきてくれる？
だって
何でもいいから行きな、早く。
離せ！今日という今日は我慢ならん。親のことを何だと思ってやがる。
落ち着いてください。お願いします。お父さん。
女は家畜と変わらないんだ。
I don't care what you buy, just go buy something. Alright, now we have the... Wonder if you can do pacifist run where you barely kill anyone. I think so. I mean, there are a couple of boss fights you have to fight. But there are some that you... Well, most enemies I think you can just run past. Let's see, I feel like I'm missing something. Did we have 3 of these conversations? I think we only had 2 of them, right? How about in Residence 1, Residence 2, and Residence 3? Layout is slightly different. Kitchen is in roughly the same place every time, though. Or, I mean, the dining room is in roughly the same place. So we're back in 1. This is not it. It's over there, right? But I don't understand. We still need to get Shu out, though, right? He's here somewhere. Okay, so now we need to arrange them too. Okay. Battling upon a set of scales, the heavens themselves shuddered at the ferocity of the struggle. Day after then, the sun rose behind the fox's back and set behind the swords, yet their fight knew no end. The scales upon which they fought, however, were no more, having been destroyed long ago. Okay, so I'm guessing the scales go below and the heaven goes above. And the sword... the sun rose behind the fox's back. Isn't that correct? Sun rises in the east and sets in the west? Oh, hold up a second. Hold up a second. They have two things. Okay. They have something on the back as well. These ones don't. But these ones do. These ones do. Journal. No more haven't been destroyed.
開いた。でも何の話だろう。
A room again. Pine tree emblem.
ひなこ、しゅうくんから電話だよ。
今いないって言って。
いるって言っちゃったよ。
じゃあ買い物に行ってるとか言っといてよ。
はいはい、わかったよ。
What was she doing? She had like a bunch of stuff on the floor. What was that? She had like a bunch of stuff on the floor. Was that like the... like letters, or... I didn't have time to see.
私が見えてるよね。とうとう私の声まで聞こえるようになったんだ。そんなとこに立ってないで入ったら、ちょうど話がしたかったところだから。
She sounds so different.
あなたは誰なの？自分でもおかしいと思うの。自分で自分がわからない感じ。自分の気持ちが自分で理解できない。どういうこと？何の話をしているの？多分あなたは私で、私はあなたじゃない。
You are me, but I'm not you.
そういう気がするの。あなたは誰？私がひなこなら、あなたは誰なの？あ、ひなこなのは同じ。でも心はもう清水ひなこじゃないのかもしれない。わけのわからない言い方はやめて。何の話をしているの？あんたこそとぼけるのはやめて。さっきからなんで何もわからないふりをしているの？ね、しっかりと私と向き合って、ちゃんと考えて。私はね、あんたをすぐに殺すこともできたんだよ。でもしなかった。なんでかわかる？
The fuck?
ちゃんとあんたと清水ひな子と本気で話がしたかったから。私たちは対等に、そして全力で殺し合わなくちゃいけない。なのにあんたは逃げ回るだけ。それどころか真剣に私たちのことを考えようともしていない。これ以上あんたが逃げ回るならもういい。もう今度こそあんたを殺すから。あんただけじゃないからね。お父さんもお母さんも殺す。この家もこの町も消し去ってやる。リンコもサクコも殺す。そしてもちろんあんたの大切な相棒もね。シュはどこ？ どこにいるの？ねえ、シュウってそんなに大事？あんたのこと未だに宇宙戦争ごっこの相棒だと思ってるんだよ。あんたのこと女だとさえ思ってくれてないんだよ。ただの幼馴染の腐れ死んだって全然問題ない。シュウは大切な私の相棒だ。殺されてたまるか。
Okay. The dates. Are we the red contagion? Yeah, it seems like it started with her in some way. This is a manifestation of her... I don't know, it's like they all of the friends, except for Shu, have some kind of darker version of themselves. Rinko has this manipulative, evil... like jealous, awful version of herself. Sakuko has this insecure, clingy, aggressively needy version. And then Hinako has this like serial killer version. I don't even know what to call it. Damn. Just full of hate. Yeah, Hinako's just full of hate. Hinako, yeah, exactly. She's just kind of... And I'm guessing, is this like... I'm trying to figure out what this is like. Not everything in this... Like, obviously, all of this is very metaphorical and stuff. Not everything has to have a one-to-one correlation to a specific thing. You know? But it feels like... It's like, what did you say? You are me, but I am not you. Safe. Oh, yeah, thank you. Good call, good call. Save first. And, like, honestly, this idea that, like, oh, Shu doesn't even see you as a woman, you're just, like, some pal he's playing with. Is that so bad? Is that really so bad if they're just friends and just hanging out and having a good time? And is that a bad thing? So the Hinako we play is the whole, and the one we met is her darker emotions? Maybe, yeah. Maybe, yeah, if I understood this correctly. Unknown area. Oh, okay. We're getting stuff. Look at all this stuff we're getting. And I'm gonna enshrine a comb, and I'm still... just a little short. Yeah, how nice of them. Oh no. It's gonna be a fucking Shu boss fight, isn't it? It's gonna be a fucking Shu boss fight. He's the only one we haven't seen, like, the darker side of. It's gonna be his darker side. Isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. We're getting there. I think I'm replacing the axe, maybe. The other shoe is gonna drop, finally. Been waiting for that. Oh, it's lagging like crazy.
してこんなことに。
よっ、ひなこちゃんのお帰りだ。待ってました。
Isn't the fox his mom and dad?
ひなこ、遅かったな。今から始めるところだったぞ。誰のなんだぞ。
We can hear the other people, we can't see them.
ご一同様。包丁のさよ。どうぞご覧ください。よー。
Is it dad boss fight?
なんだその言い草は。
Don't pass out, don't pass out. If you pass out, you'll go to the fox guy and it's even worse in there. Defeat your parents. Oh my god.
お父さん、お母さん、どうして？
No. Did we see our parents at the start of the game? We saw them. I'm not sure if we saw their faces, but we did see them very brief. We heard them. I don't think we saw them. I think we just heard them. When they had an argument. And I can't remember if it was one of the arguments that we noticed here. I'm gonna replace. Cannot change. Oh, monitor. Oh, God damn it. I wanted to use the mirror. Can I... Hold up a second. Can I load a save that was like before we went in here, or is it auto-saved over it? Okay, it's here. Good. Good, because I want to change... I was half wondering if Hinako killed her dad in self-defense. Yeah, but like, that might have been what happened, because the entire game has been like a dream, kinda. You know? But I don't know. Like, the game started... The first thing in the game was a cutscene with her and her sister. And then after that, she walks out after an argument with her parents. That's that. Okay, okay. Let's see. I think this might actually be a pretty good place to start. I know this is disappointing to say this right before the boss fight, but I'm getting kind of tired, and I don't think I have... I need to be a little more clear-headed to actually win this boss fight. So this might be a pretty good place to start winding things down. Well, we still haven't seen Shu's darker side. We've seen her parents' darker side. I mean, her dad had a dark side and a darker side, I guess. And we've seen everyone's darker side except for Shu. He's the only one who's been like, he's been a little weird. He's been a little like treating everything that's happening here, all the horrors, like it's just a game, you know. Like it's just a fantasy thing, but otherwise he's been kind the entire time. He's a little flake. Yeah, he keeps like disappearing and like, yeah, that's it. He's a little yeah, that's a good way to put it. It's a little unclear how much he actually like can figure out what's going on and prioritize doing the right thing, you know? And how much he's just like, well, you know, I can go with Rinko, I guess, and leave you alone. And alright. I think what I'm gonna do though, I'm gonna change one more. I'm gonna change the wolf to the mirror, blessed hand mirror. It's gonna give us a full extra life, basically. It's gonna be really good. Right. I wonder if his dark side is just like indifference or apathy. Yeah, I'm not sure if we've seen like indifference and apathy from him. We've mostly seen that he, like at first, when they first met up, it felt like he wasn't able to take this quite seriously. It's like he didn't understand how serious it was. He was treating it like it was an adventure. And then I think his maybe it's like that he's a little... It's just that he's a bit daft. Yeah. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. I don't know. Because at first I thought that Hinako's dark side was her apathy. That's what we saw in the Fox world. That she just locked Sakuko up to in the darkness and stuff. And I thought Hinako was the one who was apathetic, but it's more like that was her doing what she felt like she had to do because it's what the Fox guy wanted. So that was more like her just being subservient, you know? And that's, again, that's her fear of marriage, of becoming like just a subservient wife to some guy who doesn't actually treat her well, you know? And now it seemed more like her darker side is just like she has all this hate and anger inside her. But I don't know. It's an interesting game. It's a very interesting game. Still, combat is giving me a tough time some of the time, but you know. Overall though, I'm enjoying it. I'm interested to see where it goes. It's fun. It's fun. Fun is not the right word. It's like it's scary and you know it's depressing, but it's cool to try to figure out like what everything means. If everything is like a metaphor, and if so, what is a metaphor for? You know? It's cool to try to figure out what everything means and where it's going. There are some themes that I think are very clear, like there are some themes about, you know, how women are treated or were treated at this time, and how like her fear of marriage and like a lot of, you know, fears about, you know, what your friends really think about you. Do they actually hate you secretly? You know, fear of being like bullied or socially ostracized, fear of just going along with what people expect of you instead of standing up for yourself. Like the only times we've seen her stand up for herself are like when in her arguments with her parents. She was basically telling her mom that you have to stand up for yourself, like, and that's what I've been thinking about her the entire game. Like, you have to stand up for yourself, because she hasn't done that basically at all, except for when she tells her mom to stand up for herself and in the boss fight against Lava Rinko. Fire Demon Rinko. Those are the only times. Maybe that's why she's scared to do it now. Yeah, maybe, exactly. Or maybe this story is about her, like, confronting her fear of becoming like her mom, you know? Of just becoming... Some of her members had her standing up to her dad. Do we think that was only in her head? No, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that she did stand up to her dad. And those are her actual memories. And then now this game is like about her fear of becoming like her mom, of not being able to stand up for herself. You know? But I'm not sure. It's like, because when we met the second Hinako in her room, and she was like, well, I can't remember which direction was it. Did she say, you are me, but I'm not you? Or something like that? And I can't remember if it was that, but I was thinking that one of them was the version that the other was fantasizing about at first. That one of them was like, you are the person I want to be. But it didn't seem to be like that at all. It seemed like one of them was just a person who just gave in to her, like, darkest thoughts and instincts, and was just like, okay, I'm gonna kill mom and dad, and I'm gonna kill all my friends, and I'm gonna kill the whole town, you know? And then just let her hate consume the world. And that's why she said like, oh, we need to have a fight to the death. And that's like because they had to, like, she had to destroy the part of herself that still cared about other people and cared about her parents and the like. But yeah, it's tricky to figure out what everything means. I'm also not sure, like I said, I'm not sure that everything has a specific, you know, not everything has to have a specific, like, one-to-one correlation with something. It doesn't have to, not everything has to be specifically referring to a specific thing. It's kind of one of the cool things about making a horror story about like this, where everything is kind of dreamlike, is that everything can sort of run on vibes. You know? It doesn't have to be specific. It's interesting to compare, because there are some people who feel like, you know, explaining too much of a horror story is always a bad thing. And that, like, destroying the mystery and explaining exactly, you know, where the monster came from or where the thing came from is ruining the game. Or not ruining the game, but ruining the story. And I feel like in terms of Silent Hill, from what I've played of Silent Hill games so far, I am not particularly interested in knowing how all of this is happening. I'm not particularly interested in knowing exactly the mechanics behind all the supernatural shenanigans. That is not something I'm particularly interested in knowing why it happens or how it happens. But I'm very interested in knowing what it all means for the main characters and how it connects to their story and their journey and their feelings and their fears and their insecurities. That is something I'm very interested in. What do you guys think? Do you like getting explanations in horror stories in general? Do you feel like that is a necessary component? Do you need things to be explained in the end, or do you prefer if it isn't? And obviously, I'm not saying that everything, when I want to know, that doesn't mean that I want it written out specifically. It just means that I do like when there is a meaning you can piece together. Explanations are only good if they add to the story, if they give a twist or something. I see. I'm thinking about a game that is in some ways like the complete opposite of a Silent Hill game. And that's Soma. Which is a game that, and I'm gonna try to keep this spoiler free. I think most of you all are familiar with it, who's here now are familiar with the story of Soma, but I'm gonna keep it spoiler free just in case someone doesn't know, right? But Soma is a game that is like operating on the opposite logic. There are mysteries and there are questions being asked, and then the game just answers them. The game just tells you, the story just tells you, here's what happened, here's how this works, here's how you are in this situation, here's why things are the way they are. And then it just keeps going. The game has like some story twists and turns, some reveals that are like could have been the final twist in some stories. And in Soma they come like just a short part of the way in, and then the game just keeps going. And it's like more stuff happens, you know? So I think that it's like it depends on what you do, like what kind of thing you're looking for to do with your horror story. It's like, because that is the game that gets like, it gets scarier the more they explain. Like the worse it gets, the worse it feels. So for me personally, I think that in terms of Silent Hill, I don't need the supernatural occurrences like to be explained. But in some stories like Soma, I really like the explanations really add to it. You know, it is a very if Silent Hill is very like vibes based and emotions based, Soma is very like no, here's the reality of it, and now you have to deal with that. I feel like Soma is a lot about facing the reality of those answers. Yeah, exactly. It's about the consequences. Yeah, for sure. The ramifications. Silent Hill is about emotions. Yeah, that's a good way to put it, I think. It was very it's cool that Silent Hill, like I'm getting into Silent Hill now, that the franchise actually is like doing well again, because from what I've understood from listening to Silent Hill fans talk about it, it's very it's been kind of dormant for a while. They've had a couple of like little side things, and there have been some movie adaptations here and there, but there haven't been that many like games for a while. Gonna go back and play any of the old ones? I mean, maybe. The thing is, the Bloober team who made the Silent Hill 2 remake are also apparently working on a Silent Hill 1 remake. So, and Silent Hill 1 is like, from what I've looked at it so far, it seems like a cool game, but I think it's, even compared to Silent Hill 2 original, it looks kind of dated. So I might wait for the remake of that. I'm not sure if that makes me like a like a cultural like Philistine or something, but that's kind of how it feels, you know. Because I think there are plenty. I mean, actually, yeah. Let's look up how many Silent Hill games there are. Silent Hill. Let's see. So we have Silent Hill, the main series, the Silent Hill, Silent Hill 2, Silent Hill 3, Silent Hill 4, and then Silent Hill Origins, Silent Hill Homecoming, Silent Hill Downpour. And then there's Shattered Memories, which is already like a reimagining of the first game. But it seems to be very different. It's like a reimagining. It's not really a remake. Gonna go shower. 90. Thank you for being here, T-Slug. Thank you for stopping by. Have a lovely evening. Silent Hill mobile game? Well, there's a mobile game. There's also like a... what was that called? Silent Hill... They did like a couple of years ago, they released this really weird project that like it was sort of an interactive movie kind of thing, where you were watching like a TV show, and then people got to vote online about what choices the characters should make and how things should turn out. And it was called how was it called? I'm looking on Wikipedia and I'm not seeing it. Mobile game in 2006? Was there a mobile game in 2006? Yeah. For the Foma phone. And for Java, okay, yeah, that must have been kind of simple. It was like it wasn't on a smartphone. It was on like an old phone, flip phone, seemingly. But what the hell was that called? Other media. Let's see, video games. The hell was that called? Silent Hill Ascension. Here we go. Television series. Apparently Bad Robot was involved with it. The J.J. Abrams' production company. That's crazy. I had no idea they were involved. It was a choose-your-own-adventure style series, and after each episode, viewers could vote on the direction of the story in real time. (2023). The title won an Emmy for Outstanding Innovation in Emerging Media. Wow. Quite a drought from 2012 to 2023. Yeah, seemingly. But yeah, now we had the Silent Hill 2 remake, we had Silent Hill F, we're getting Silent Hill Townfall in a little bit, maybe next year. When are we getting Townfall? 2026, so this year. Never heard anything good about the multiple choice one. Me neither. I watched some clips from it, I watched some parts of it, and it seemed actually, and it makes me kind of sad to say this because I do think the idea is kind of interesting, but it seemed to look kind of bad. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's time for me to make the multiple choice of turning off the stream and getting some rest. This doesn't seem serious that needs to be played chronologically. No, I don't think so either. I do think that 1 and 3 should probably be played chronologically because I do think that the protagonist of 3 is like is the daughter of the protagonist of 1, I think. I think. Yeah, so I think 1 and 3 should be played. 2 is very like outside of everything else, as far as I understand it, and most of the other stuff is very much like also. A bit curious about 4. From what I heard about 4, it's kind of it's got some good stuff. This is just what I've heard, so I don't know what I would think of it, but I heard that it has a lot of cool stuff in it, but it also had like a pretty rushed development, so there are some things that are a little unpolished, even for a game from that time. There is like a clip going around of like one of the sound effects that seems like they left like placeholder sounds in for some of the effects when you hit a monster, for example. There are some monsters that make the sound that is just like sounds like someone's burping. It's so, but I've heard that it has like a cool story and there's like some good scares and stuff, but it's kind of a little Minecraft zombie. You kind of, I mean, maybe I can play this. Can I play this? See if I can find a video of this. Let's see. Silent Hill or sound effects. Okay, so I'm only finding like clips from other people who have played it, so I'm not gonna play their clips on here, but you can go look for that. There's a clip called "Hit That Enemy for the Worst Sound Effect Ever" from Vinny Vine Sauce. If you want to look at it. Did you play PT? I never played PT. I think that was only for PlayStation, right? That was only PS4, if I remember correctly. No, I never played PT. The game that kind of created Death Stranding in a roundabout way. They nuked it, yeah. I'm not sure I understand exactly what happened there behind the scenes, but I know that, like, if I understand correctly, Hideo Kojima was making PT, right? And it was supposed to be a Silent Hill game. And then Kojima and Konami went their separate ways after some really bad stuff happened. I don't know all the details. But it was... a lot of people seem to think he was very scary. So... would have been cool. Would have been cool, would have been cool. For sure, for sure. I watched it as a solid little thing. Yeah, it was like a demo, right? It wasn't very long. But it seemed very atmospheric. It seemed very intense. Speaking of Soma, by the way, Frictional Games, who made Soma and the Amnesia games, most of them anyway, are working on a game called Ontos, which is, I think even they have said, is kind of a spiritual successor to Soma. Not a sequel, but a spiritual successor. It's got Stellan Skarsgård as one of the voice actors, which is it's a crazy high-profile actor to get for Frictional. But I'm kind of excited for that. I don't know how that's going to play out. Like, Frictional games always have fantastic atmosphere. I think no one... I genuinely think they are the best in the business when it comes to making horror game atmosphere. No one really does it like them. And then the games are very, like... usually have cool stories, very scary, and then the actual gameplay can be a little mixed sometimes. If you can get a hold of a PC recreation, it'd be a neat one-stream game. It's a good call, actually. Yeah, I could try that at some point. For sure, for sure. Also, oh, right. I think I talked about this on stream. Alien Isolation 2 is coming. Alien Isolation 2 is coming. It's a toss-up, like what my... It's kind of hard for me to say what my favorite horror game ever is, but Alien Isolation is high. It's up there. It's up there. And it's the same studio. Creative Assembly is still making that one as well. Of course, they made the last one more than 10 years ago, so it might not be the same people working on it at all. So I have no idea if it's going to be good. But I'm excited. I am excited for that. It's gonna be cool, I think. Yeah, man. Right. Schedule-wise, I'm gonna play some Prince of Persia: Lost Crown on Sunday. That's what I got planned for this week. This stream ended up going a lot longer than I expected. I thought maybe I would stream for like an hour and a half, maybe 2. I would have been streaming for almost 3. But that's good, right? Because I had fun. I didn't want to stop playing, even though I was tired. Even though I got tilted off the face of the earth by the monsters at some point. It's like, I kind of wish... It's probably not appropriate for a Silent Hill game, but I kind of wish Silent Hill F had kind of like... Maybe just commit that you're like more of an action horror game. And just go for that, instead of doing this weird like hybrid where it's like... You're really slow and everything is really clunky and really, really complicated, but you still gotta fight a lot and the enemies are still really fast and... Yeah, I don't know. Ooh. I think this is an interesting thing, is that some people, right, think that action and horror are opposites. And I can understand why. And there are some games where that is true, where like the more action. Give Hinako a backstory martial arts for better combat. Yeah. I don't know if it would be like, maybe I'm just being silly. It probably wouldn't be like thematically appropriate with what they're trying to tell, but they are like, they kind of low-key want to make a Souls-like, but then it's they're not making a very good Souls-like, in my opinion. I think it's interesting to map sort of the action versus horror thing on in some games, but I don't think it's always true that action and horror are canceling each other out. I think some games get scarier during the action, you know? Some games get scarier when nothing is happening on screen, and some games get scarier when a lot is happening on screen. And looking at the Resident Evil series, I think is interesting, because I am one of those, I think, pretty few people. I actually thought Resident Evil 8 was like scarier than 7. And for those of you who haven't played either of those games, 8 is a little more action focused. You move a little faster, you have more ammo, you have more different guns, you do more combat, enemies are faster, there are more enemies on screen. But I felt like the updated combat for 8 that was like a little more dynamic and a little more challenging also than 7. 7 is the swamp one, 8 is the village one. 8 is Resident Evil Village. Swamp. Mycket svamp alltså i 7:an. Nej, både 7:an och 8:an har massa svamp faktiskt, för de har fått mögel och skit i sig. Därför är de så konstiga. Sexy vampire lady, exactly. Sexy. Epic sex vampire. Yeah. They are... But yeah, I'm one of the rare people who thought 8 was like scarier than 7. Even though 7 has more like a horror atmosphere and 8 is more like an action game, but 8 is better at making me panic in the combat. 8 is better at making me feel cornered and exposed and vulnerable. 7, I felt like a lot of the enemies were cool, like they looked cool and they were scary at first, but fighting them was very kind of basic, because they come at you like one at a time and they come down like a narrow corridor, so you just run back and shoot and you run back and shoot and you run back and shoot, and that's kind of the strat, right? But in 8 it was more dynamic than that and more challenging, and I felt more like I was being more vulnerable. That makes sense. I don't think I've ever watched all of 8. Should do that someday. It looks fun. 8 is fun. 8 is good. 8 is a good game. I don't think it's my like top favorite RE game, but it is good. And I'm one of the, like I said, I'm one of the rare people who thought it was scarier than 7, and also I thought it was a better game than 7. 7 was still good though. Not hating on 7. It's just that I preferred 8, and I think I'm pretty not alone, but that is a pretty rare opinion, I think. But yeah, I can definitely recommend checking out 8. I did actually stream it on my channel, but I don't think those VODs are still up, because those are gone. I think I unfortunately failed to upload them to YouTube in time, and they're lost media. I do have like a clip of me playing one of the scariest parts, like in I think it's still up on some places. You might be able to find, but it's not on my YouTube channel anymore, I don't think. But yeah, can recommend. Good game. I'm gonna see how 9 stacks up to the others. But I have to say, for the mainline Resident Evil games, I have played, let's see, I played 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the remakes of 2, 3, 4. And I'm playing through 9 right now. And the only one of the Resident Evil games I would say I didn't particularly like was 6. That's the only one I did not particularly care for. 5 was okay. 5 was like not my favorite either, but it was okay, you know? They should do Resident Evil Silent Hill games someday just for kicks. They're so tonally different. Like Resident combat with silent spooky bits. You should have like a... You should have Hinako just suplex the enemies and make cheesy one-liners. There is this video I saw that was kind of a Silent Hill Resident Evil crossover where it was Silent Hill 2 and James goes to Silent Hill not to find his wife, but he just goes there to party. And then he parties super hard and starts breaking cars and shit, and the cops show up, and the cop is Leon. And then they party with Leon. Would that not make the game better? If I could suplex people, it would make the game better. For sure. I love the bit. I don't know if you guys have seen that meme that they did where people were wondering who would win in a fight between Leon and Joel from The Last of Us. And then someone like pointed out that what would happen would that Leon would suplex him and then say, "Huh, guess that's the last of him." And that's kind of how that would end. Accurate, exactly. Canon. Lore accurate, finally. Yeah. I am going to end the stream now. It's always cool to just sit around and talk for a bit after the game. But I'm gonna rest my weary head and my weary eyes, and I'm gonna try to get my contact lenses out. I tried to put my contact lenses in this morning, and one of them got like stuck in my eye the way I didn't think could. Well, I was kind of scared it would happen, and then I was like, no, it can't happen. And then it happened. It was kind of stuck in my eye, so I had to like blink and shit, and then it just fell out and went plop. And I'm having such a struggle with them right now. They're not cooperating. Putting them in is hard, getting them out is hard. It's a mess. It's nice to have them in, but it's also just goddamn. They're not being cooperative. Go have some dinner. I actually had dinner before I started streaming. I had a pizza. I had a quarter of a pizza left over from yesterday, and then I had one more like frozen oven heated pizza. But have you gotten used to poking your eyeballs? It's easier now than it used to be. But I don't feel like putting the lenses in and taking them out is easier. I feel like it's harder to get them to stick to the eye, and it's harder to get them out. So I'm less worried about poking my eyeballs, and it's a little less scary, but it's also like it is a little creepy though, because I have to do this in order to get them in. Sometimes I have to like look away and then put the contact lens in, and then I have to sort of look at my finger to get the pupil to align with the lens. Which that feels uncomfortable, because the eye is like bulging out a little bit where my pupil is, right? So it feels like I have to sort of look, and then I'm holding my finger against it so I can feel like the bulge of my eye like go into the finger, and that feels really uncomfortable. Looking at my fingers how I do it sounds fine. You're stronger about that than I am. That is still uncomfortable to me. I keep like involuntarily blinking, and then the lens goes like pwit. Yeah. That's how you feel it's in the right place. I'm not used to that part. I'm not used to like feel the contact between the eye bulge and my fingertip. That is something I could do without in my life. I don't need that. Alright, I'm gonna go get the contact lenses out now, so let's wind down the stream. For those of you who are watching on Twitch, there are a bunch of stream VODs and cool stuff on YouTube you might want to check out, along with some other fun videos. And I said that's super weird. Along with some other fun videos. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you might want to check out Twitch, where you have access to emotes and redeems and other fun stuff that unfortunately I don't have on YouTube yet. I post my schedules on Blue Sky and some other posts about random things. So if you want to see random annoying ramblings, you can go follow me on there. And aside from that, I think that's about it, right? YouTube viewers, I'm gonna say goodbye to you first. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you next stream. It's gonna be on Sunday. Take care until then. Goodbye.